Good morning, students. Today we are going to start the next poem, A Tiger in the Zoo. The writer is Leslie Norris, and it's a very interesting and a simple one. The poem contrasts a tiger in the zoo with a tiger in its natural habitat. You know what is the habitat of the tiger? They used to live in jungle. So there are two tigers you can imagine. One is in the jungle, in the forest, and second one is caged in a zoo. What can be the condition? Whom do you call the free one? How can you compare their mental and physical state, their happiness of a habitat of jungle who is being caged in a cage in a zoo? The poem moves from the zoo to jungle and back again to the zoo. Read the poem silently once and say which stanza speak about the tiger in the zoo and the circumstances which shows that the tiger is in the jungle. You can come to know very simply through the lines that where the tiger is in the zoo and where the tiger is caged in the where the tiger is in the jungle and where the tiger is caged in the zoo. So the tiger is proud creature. Before I start with the reading of the poem, is a proud creature. It is a shame that such a powerful and untamable animal should be caged in a zoo. In this natural and wild habitat, he doesn't need help of any kind to hunt its own food. He is independent. He can arrange for his food himself. His hunting of deer at the water hole may seem rather cruel. He hunts not for pleasure but for food. His presence in the natural habitat is necessary to maintain the balance of the food chain. Sometimes the tiger may stray into human habitation also. He only displays his strength and ferociousness, but he doesn't harm anyone till he is provoked. You know, if you go to the zoo and you just keep on teasing the animal, then it tries to pounce upon you. But if you don't tease, if you don't provoke, it is harmless. Even in the cage, he ignores all those who come to the zoo to see him as an entertainment. Like human beings, the tiger too loves and values his freedom. He shows his anger, hatred, and even defiance by walking about in rag in his cage. Human progress should not be at the cost of destroying the natural habitats of untamable and proud animals like the tiger. So now let us start reading the poem. He walks in his vivid strips. Strips means the lines on his body, the few steps of his cage on pads, foot base is very what you can say soft of velvet, quiet in his quiet rage. Is in anger you can say, and is walking in the cage. So in first paragraph, the tiger is where? In the zoo. He should be lurking. Lurking means he is hiding somewhere to wait something. In shadow, behind something you can say hiding place, sliding through long grass near the water hole where plump, stately fat deer pass. Because the tiger wants to eat the deer and waiting for the deer near the water hole, because the deer will come to drink water and the tiger will definitely attack and eat that deer. So in the second paragraph, the tiger is in the jungle. He should be snarling around housing. Snarling means gorana, moving in, what you can say, roaring sound from the throat, coming from the throat at the jungle's edge. Again, in the jungle, bearing his white fangs, bearing just to show fangs, his tooth, white tooth, by which an animal holds the prey, his calves, terrorizing the village, just scaring the villagers, the people in the village. The tiger is in the open somewhere, but he is locked in a concrete cell. Concrete here means hard, strong building, concrete cell is a building, his strength, all his power behind bar. He has been forced to live behind the bars, that means he is caged. So his strength is controlled, otherwise he is uncontrollable, untamable, stalking just to walk slowly the length of his cage, because he has been given a specific area, a specific space to move in. Is a cage only where he is to move, ignoring visitors, and he used to ignore the visitor until or unless they provoke the tiger to growl, to attack on them. Whenever we go to the zoo, what do? We just start teasing the animals in the zoo. So if the visitor ignores the tiger, tiger definitely ignores the visitor. You keep on moving inside the cage, round and round, moving from left to right. So in the second last paragraph, the tiger is again in the zoo. He hears the last voice at night. Why the last voice at night? Because the person who is controlling, who is taking care of that zoo, the patrolling cars. The patrolling means the people, those who are roaming around to take care, patrolling cars, and stars with his brilliant eyes, to look constrainingly with his brilliant eyes, shining eyes at the brilliant star. There is no roof in the zoo over the cages. The tigers are left inside the cages. They are sleeping. They are hearing the voice of the cars on the patrol, on the check, you can say, on the night duty, and is watching the stars in the sky. Again, in the last paragraph, the tiger is again in the zoo. So we have find out that in the first and second last and third paragraph, the tiger is caged in the zoo. What is the difference between his living style there? His strength is caged, his power is caged, he is forced to leave behind the bar and just keep on moving inside the cage until or unless the visitors, the people, provoke the tiger to prance, to growl upon them. Otherwise, when the tiger is in the jungle, he is not afraid, his strength is not controlled. He keeps on hiding himself just to wait and watch for the prey, to attack the prey. And in the third paragraph, we can say the tiger is somewhere in the open again, where he used to fear the villagers, scare the villagers whenever they see the tiger on the roads. You must have seen the tiger somewhere on the net has been shown that the tiger appeared on the road near Chandigarh and near all that. So they used to come from the jungle outside, and when people see these animals on the road, these habitats of jungle on the road, they really feel scared. So in these 5 paragraphs, we have come to know that the tiger is a habitant of zoo, should be left to live its life in the of the jungle. It should be left in the jungle to see its life independently instead of caging it into the zoo. That's all about the poem for today.